Cap lowering in 2021 and the prospect of tagging Dak going up $6 million again now is more important than ever for the Cowboys to get a deal done. Shannon, do you agree?
No, I don't agree, Skip, but I do agree that the longer this plays out, the more difficult it is. Because, Skip, what you want to have happen if I'm a player is that I want to get something done before free agency. Because teams are going to start looking for whatever position they need to fill. And then what happens after free agency? The draft. Yep. That's another opportunity for teams to fill needs that they need to fill. So I need to be at Skip, I need to be at the head of the line. Because the guy that's at the head of the line gets first dibs on what. So they said the buffet, Skip, I like to be the first. They used to give the buffet. I don't do buffets no more, Skip, but I try to get there early. They set the food out by 11:30. I'm there at 11:15 because I'm at the front of the line. Because I want the Salisbury steak. I want the mac and cheese, and I don't want it all picked over before I get my turn.
Buffets are dangerous.
Yeah, they were dangerous. Ooh, they were dangerous with me, boy. My stomach had like this here.
Yep.
Yeah. But don't worry about that. That's okay. I was young, Skip. I could work it off. But Skip, he needs to be at the front of the free agency line. And I think the thing is, you know, when you put the tag on him, Skip, and you go through free agency, and then you go through the draft, the likelihood of you get a long-term deal, because they're like, well, where you going to go? Everybody done feel their quarterback need either through free agency or the draft, and so now you really stuck with us. So either acquiesce and take the money that we're offering, or you're going to have to play another year on the franchise tag at $38 million. Well, Dak doesn't want to play on the franchise tag, Skip, and I think somebody yesterday wrote that Dak Prescott, they're going to probably offer Dak like a 6-year deal. They can void the final 4 years.
Todd Archer of ESPN was just speculating, like, here's a compromise. Right. That you could void it to 4 if you go at 6.
Ain't no more compromise because he broke his ankle. The compromise is out the window now, Skip.
And the average of that deal is like 38-ish million.
Because he says, I'm not going to let you give me 38 when the Houston Texans had Deshaun Watson with 2 years left, plus another 2 years of franchise tag. So he got 4 years left on his deal. They gave him $39 million. And you want me to take $37 to $38 million with one franchise tag left. I wish I might. So, Skip, he needs to be at the front of the line. And if you say, Skip, I keep hearing Jerry and Steven say, Dak, if he's a franchise guy, we could win a Super Bowl with him. I need to see a photo on IG of Dak putting pen to paper on a long-term deal, 6 years, 240 plus. That's what I need to see. Then I'll be convinced. But until then, I don't believe it.
Okay, so the answer to Jenny's question is yes, 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 they need to do this now. Obviously they do. Yes. It would clarify the entire franchise.
Or at least before free agency.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is before March 9th.
Yeah.
You know, don't, the pre-tag.
Okay.
You know,
I'm just going to get it done so we don't have to worry about putting the tag on it.
Yeah, and then everything clarifies on your whole cap. Then you can go seek free agents. You can worry about how you're going to play the draft. Well, I'm great with that. At what price? We're back to at what price. Everybody says, just do it, Jerry. At what price? Skip, beyond Deshaun
Skip,
money?
No, Skip, yes, Skip. I'm telling you, it's going to be for everybody that I've talked to, believe Dak Prescott at the bare minimum is coming in at $40 million. That's at the min.
Okay. So let me quickly illustrate the desperation of most Cowboy fans right now. Our man Derek is a security guard in the lobby that we see every morning when we enter, and he is the biggest Cowboy fan. He might be bigger than I am.
He is.
So he hit me with this scenario when I walked in a few minutes after 4 a.m. today here in L.A. this morning. He said, hey, how about this? This is desperation. What if we offer Houston Dak and Zeke and our first-rounder for Deshaun? And I said, it's a nice idea, and I do it. Okay, but time out. So this is where we are. Because think about this. Then Houston's going to inherit your 2 biggest problems, because Zeke is obviously overpaid, right? Not what he used to be. And Dak wants more than Deshaun is making right now. So Houston would inherit like, oh, now we got to pay him more than we were paying Deshaun. And I said, you realize Carolina is already offering 3 number 1s and McCaffrey, who's playing at a higher level than Zeke is right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, but that's a desperation, and I feel it. I feel the pain of it, because I don't know how to get out from under this, because the blood is so bad between Jerry and Dak and his camp that we're just heading toward one more tag. That's what, if I had to bet on it right now, he's going to make $38 million, which is going to be the biggest chunk of anybody's salary cap for a quarterback in the NFL. It's a lot of money, and it's also clock ticking down on the end of Dak in Dallas. But I don't know how like Jerry thinks he's not worth $41, $42 million. That's what the problem. And the truth is, he's not worth it. As much as I love Dak, he's an edge of the top 10 quarterback. He's not better than Deshaun. He's just not.
No.
Do you think he is? No, you don't.
Skip, I do not think he's better, but that's not how free agency works. That's not how it works. You know what happens.
So you're saying you have to overpay for a quarterback that you might get strapped with, where you might go Jared Goff or Carson Wentz, where you'd say, wait a second, he's not worth nearly 42, 43 million.
Skip, if you believe he was worth 38 million, why didn't you give it to him last year?
Well, you gave him, I thought it was 36-ish.
Okay,
Some people say 35. I don't know. Even you said, Shannon Sharp, Hall of Famer, said that's a fair offer on the table.
Skip, that was fair. But Dak saying, Skip, you have to understand, Carson Wentz and Jared Goff gave up a little money to get financial security long term.
Yep.
Dak says, y'all didn't do no deal with me with 2 years left. He said, y'all got me with the franchise tag. And now I broke my ankle. You want me to give you a discount when I realize how fragile my NFL mortality actually is? No, sir.
Okay. Well, are you sure his ankle isn't also fragile right now? Are we sure he's going to be 100% well going forward?
I tell you what to do, Skip Bayless. Don't put the tag on him, and then you won't have to worry about that. That'll be somebody else's problem.
Okay. Well, look, I would be fine with that if Jerry said, guess what I got hiding, waiting in the wings? I got the ace up my sleeve. Okay. And it's who? I don't know any. I don't have a who.
Well, you talking about you got ace up your sleeve. I need to know the ace.
Okay. Well, I do too, because I never said that Dak Prescott was a Hall of Famer. I never said that.
Right.
I said he can make some Pro Bowls, and you can win Super Bowls with him, because I love his leadership, and I think he's clutch. And I think he's a top 10-ish quarterback, but just the bottom side of the top 10.
Well, what type of ace do you have, though, Skip? It all depends on the game that you play. And if you play in spades, I got the ace of spades, and you got the ace of diamond. Well, then, your diamond ain't no good.
It's no good.
Right.
But again, if you're going to have to pay him beyond Deshaun and close to Mahomes,
yes,
I don't know if he can live up to that.
Skip, but you put yourself in that situation by not taking care. Skip, you know, all things being equal, I probably should have bought a house when I first moved to L.A. because you know what, Skip? The prices ain't coming down.
I thought the same thing. Why didn't I just go ahead and plunge the first day?
The first day.
Because I look at the same house, I said, well, I should have just bought it.
Should have just bought it.
Just closed my eyes and bought it.
And now, guess what? The price is through the roof, like, damn.
Yep. Right.
So with that, you should have just bought it.
Okay, but they didn't, and now they're stuck.
You stuck.
Yeah, and now we're going to lose because of this situation.
You are going
and you're going to be happy because we are going to lose.
Well, not so much that you lose it.
Closed.
No. You didn't care about my pain. When you came by here, you had Tom Brady jersey on for the whole show. You didn't care about the pain that I was in.
You know what? Tom Brady took so much out of you that I'm going to be happy for 2 more years on this show if the Dallas loses every game.
You will?
Yep. No. He loves Tom Brady, but the Cowboys losing. Boy, the Cowboys. What if the Cowboys go 4-12 again?
I think it's written all over 4-12. That's what
happens. Good thing for Skip, though. He has that Tom Brady jersey. It worked out just fine for him last season.
I'm going to get a new one next year, a white one.
A white one?
Home.
With the Super Bowl logo on the Super Bowl patches?
Superstitious guy, I know. Speaking of Tom Brady, has he actually proven that physical attributes are overrated in football? We'll explain next.
No mercy.